baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And pitching here today, Seth Lugo.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Struck him out swinging. Snuck the fastball by him.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Here's Trout. Swing and a foul out of play. One out, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball four.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And now Yohan Moncada. Throw to first, and diving back is Trout. Trout leads off first with one away. Hit on the ground, might be two. Over to first, and now two gone. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Just missed.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
And the 3-1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Witt over to first. That ends the frame. Angels lead one. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Kansas City, and today's starting pitcher, Reed Detmers.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Tap dances out of the way of that one.
That's ball 3.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. And it's caught for the out. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power. In there. And so now 1-2.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
This one in the air. Moncada. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
First baseman,
2 down, bases empty. And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Two outs, bases empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. KC down in order. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second. So in now for the Angels, Nolan Schanuel. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Fastball is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Joe Adell. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. had him out front for strike 3.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Now here is Josh Lowe. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Travis d'Arnaud will come up to hit. Ball to strike. The pitch. Tap foul at the plate.
Finish him.
Shannawell off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Not even close there. 2-1.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And out number 1 on the grab. Starling Marte up to hit. That one almost got him. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 down.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere.
Throws to first, and that is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full, no score. And we're back. Here's Adam Frazier.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
1-1 now. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And now, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
2 balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Top of the third, no score. Towards first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Here's Mike Trout. The 2-1. Next offering misses down and away. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So a man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Yoan Moncada. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Trout leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Squirts away a little bit. Up the middle, and that one handled to first, and that is that. Angels strand 1, still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, Nick Lofton. Trying to bunt his way on. And foul ball. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And a foul ball. And now
That's
2 and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one hit to right. Adele going after it. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Check swing didn't go. And that's ball 2. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So 2 down now, and here is Michael Massey. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Royals bats are quiet there, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Kansas City, now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One and two here. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And that is cut on and missed. And a count now even up.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Just off the outside edge. Lifted in the air, right field. Marte grabs it on the run.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Joe Adele getting ready to hit. The Halos yet to pick up a hit here.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
2 outs. Up and in, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Caught him looking for the K. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're midway in the 4th. We're tied 0-0. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Lane Thomas. And there's the strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Bobby Witt Jr. now at the plate. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? High fly ball out towards left center. Low, ranging after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Vinny.
And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Outside low, 2-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
That missed by a lot. Full count now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Lifted in the air down the left side. Low. Sizes this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Through 4. Still tied. Zip zip. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for the Angels, Josh Lowe. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And it one-hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Low at second with nobody out. And that one a little bit high.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. And it comes in too late. He's up to third on the fly out with 1 away.
Second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Adam Frazier, the next to hit for the Angels.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
And fouled off. Good job to fight that one off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now a chance for Zach Neto. Late that time, it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Salvador Perez.
Ball 2.
Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Sean Anderson up and loosening in the pen. Silson, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-1. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Here's a 1-1. Fought off foul.
Well, pitcher's probably thinking he's a little late on that pitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed him up, not give him something off speed that he can handle.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball 2.
the inside edge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Royals go down 1-2-3, and we are still scoreless. A new pitcher in the game, John Schreiber. And now batting, Mike Trout.
Number 46. John Schreiber.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs. Bullpen action for the Royals. Nick Mears appears to be getting loose. Black also getting ready. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. He muscles that one out the opposite way. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here is Yohan Moncada. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike. And a ball evens the count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Caught and missed, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Now, a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit, according to the electronic strike zone. But that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at-bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mike Trout doing Mike Trout things. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Well, 1-run game, and to the plate for Kansas City, Nick Lofton. Outside, 3 balls and a strike.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
And now a full count. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Zefferjon getting loose out there. Suter, the lefty, warming up as well. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Reed Detmers, done for the afternoon. Didn't give up a hit, so maybe a tough. New pitcher now, Sean Anderson.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
1 down, base is empty. Popped up left side. Moncada makes the grab for the 2nd out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the second baseman, Michael Massey. Anderson ready to work. And that's outside. And it's 2-1. The Royals hitless so far in the game. Fouls one off. 2-2. Stays alive. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Royals. They trail here 1-0. Lucas Ersig will take over here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the right fielder, Joe Adell.
I enjoy your fat and loose on a Friday afternoon, and it never comes too soon.
Hard hit left side. Whips it across. One up, one down.
Now batting left fielder Josh Lowe.
Now the left fielder, Josh Lowe. Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
On the ground, right side, Massey. Handles, throws to first, and two away to start the seventh.
Now batting catcher Travis d'Arnaud.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. And misses inside.
Finish him.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So they go quietly there, midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Angels 1 and the Royals nothing. Here comes Lane Thomas.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. And that one fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And now it's even up. Line drive in there, base hit, and the bid for history is gone. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Well, there goes the dream of the no-hitter. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always.
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Brent Suter.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Right through there for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
The tying run is 90 feet away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, one out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
1 ball.
And here
2
is
strikes.
Salvador Perez. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Well, one-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Adam Frazier. The next offering misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. That's down and in. .99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is fouled back. Strikes him out with 100.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's produced the only run of the game with his solo shot earlier.
Yeah, the pitching's been outstanding in this one, so that home run has really been the only big sign of life from either offense.
Way outside, and it's 2-1. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Yoan Moncada with a chance to hit. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Angels get one with a solo homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Let them know that you the best. Let them know that you the best.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Ryan Zefferjohn. Here's Starling Marte. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 2-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. That one ripped right center field. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here's the catcher, Carter Jensen. Way inside, gets out of the way. Tying run at the plate. Got him swinging. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Next to hit, Nick Lofton. The tying run at the plate. In the dirt, runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's filled up.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Now a screamer into the outfield. 2 down. There comes a skipper out of the... So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Jordan Romano.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Called out on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Eli Morgan taking over on the mound.
Number 34.
And now Jorge Soler.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And And next for L.A., Nolan Shanuel. On the outside corner, now 3-2.
Got 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Upstairs, activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Alex Lang, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Lynch, a left-hander, also throwing. That one fouled hard the other way.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And next for the Angels, Josh Lowe. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw there. Safe. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. And it's even up. And that one is inside. And they'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. Angels 2 and the Royals nothing. Michael Massey digs in now.
Well, you got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
Way high.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Bounce to the right side. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
The 2-1. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. The Royals down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. Inside ball 4, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
And next up for the Royals, Bobby Witt Jr. Tying run at the plate. Just missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And that's a little bit high. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
This one backs to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And this place is rocking. It's 2-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. So up now for Kansas City, Vinny Pasquantino. Next one is off the play. 2 balls and a strike.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And there are 2 outs.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Next is the designated hitter, Salvador Perez. Trying to send this to extra innings. That misses the zone. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one, out in front that time.
2-2 the count.
That one is absolutely belted. Trout ranges back. Out of here! And that ends the game! Wow! He'll circle the bases, and the Royals walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.